Hello everybody, this is RockHound and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play series, episode 58. In our last episode we made this cool blacksmith shop, village blacksmith shop, and we got it finished up, looking pretty nice here. And what I'd like to do today, and it shouldn't be that long of an episode, but what I want to work on is an auto smelting setup, so that I've got a couple chests I can come in here, throw in some fuel, throw in the ore or whatever else I want to cook up, and come back later and it'll all be waiting for me in a chest. With the new 1.5 stuff, it should be pretty simple to do, so let's go ahead and work on getting this set up. Now the first thing I think I need to do is set up, let's see, how far back do we want to go? I'm going to build it right here because I think this is a nice little place to put something, and it should be 3 wide, I believe. So the first thing we want to do is decide how far back to set it. And I'm thinking that I can get away with putting it right here. So let's start out like that. It's going to take several hoppers and a couple different chests and stuff. And this first one is actually the output chest. So that is where everything's going to end up, that we'll pick up after this is put together. On top of that hopper we need the furnace. And now these work, the hoppers into the furnace work based on what side they feed into. So we've got the top will feed into the fuel slot. The side, if I'm facing it here, this side will feed into the top will feed into the ore slot, the stuff that's being smelted. That side will feed into the fuel, and the output comes out the bottom. And we're going to have the output go into this chest. This side, where the fuel is going to come from, will be over here. And then the top will go up there. Now, I don't want to have a setup where there's a chest here and a chest up there. I want to kind of even it out. And the only way you can't feed up with these hoppers. You can feed to the side or down from the top. So I can't put something here and go up around. I have to, if I want to, I can hook that one onto the side though. Now a chest up here will feed down into this hopper, over into this one, and then into the top of the furnace. And to make this look nice and even, I'm going to jump up here. I'm going to attach another hopper right on top of that one and put a chest up here. So now we have an ore slot. God, I keep doing that. A fuel slot, an ore slot, and it should feed in and cook up correctly. So that's all there is to that. Let's get this covered up so it looks decent. I can put one there. And in the front here, here's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to jump up. Where's some dirt? Since I want to be able to access these, I can't open those right now. I'm wondering if I break these, where'd they go? This is something I don't know. If I climb up here and put these at the top level, can I open this chest still? Yes, I can. Perfect. So let me just put some dirt down, and now I'm going to put a chest there. I'm going to break out these and replace just the top ones. This worked out really well, making that floor above like that. That still opens. That still opens. And down here, it looks like this. We're going to go ahead. Now the windows here, yeah, they don't look that good, but from the front we can block it all up like so. And there we go. From the side, not too pretty. I could block these off, I guess, and do something there, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. Let's give it a try and see just how well this works. Let me go up here really quick, make sure everything up here is okay. Yeah, it looks fine. Alright, so we put in the fuel on this side, and it's going into the correct slot here in the furnace. We put in whatever we want to cook over here on this side. We're going to start out with some different kinds of ore. Then, let's see, some cobblestone, some netherrack, and how about some raw beef too? Now, in theory, that should all be going into the ore slot up there. And that's cooking up. And you see it doesn't end up being over here because it's immediately pulled down from that hopper into this chest. There's our smelted up iron ore. We can come in, throw all our stuff in, leave, come back later, and it will all be in this chest. Now I guess I could make this a double chest, and if we think we're going to run out of space, that'll work. But I don't think I'm ever going to go that over the top. I really only made these double chests so that I can get to them from the front here. I tell you what would be really handy would be for me to go ahead and make a couple signs, because otherwise I'm going to totally forget what goes where here. No problem. Let's put the sign over here. And this one will say fuel. Over here, let's say, what do we want to say here? No, that doesn't help. Let's say ore. Okay, perfect. Now we won't forget what goes in what chest. Yeah, that's already... Okay, so you don't see it in the furnace right away. It's still working on the iron ore. But what that's doing, if we come around here to this side, and we look through the hoppers... Is that working right? Or is that going somewhere where we don't want it? There's all the fuel. I bet I'm gonna break a couple blocks here just so I can get to... I don't think I can click on that one that's in the center. Okay. It seems to be working okay. However, I'm a little confused. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what's going on. That's where all the stuff is. That center hopper has the gold, the cobblestone, and the netherrack all queued up, waiting to go into the top of the furnace. Alright. I thought I was clicking on that one, and I must have just been clicking on this hopper a couple times. I couldn't get past that hit box, which is the full square there. Looks like it's working good. Let's go talk about something else. Actually, let's run and go to sleep really quick. Okay, that's better. Nice and bright. I just slept, so this isn't going anywhere, but I just remembered one of the things I wanted to throw in here was those jungle wood logs. That way I'll make some charcoal fuel for the furnace. So the next thing that we need to think about doing, we could do a couple things. That chicken has been there forever. we could look at putting in bridges. We could look at expanding the road and the village and the shops. One of the things I wanted to show you guys, and I'd like to get an opinion on what you think, so feel free to comment and tell me what you think. But I was walking back this way. There's lots of room here to expand. But I was thinking of like a kind of a low rent district. Like where would the poor people in the village live, or the majority of the people that didn't have one of these great big fancy houses. And I was walking back. You can kind of see what I'm going for here. But I was walking back here between these hills, and I saw a little flat spot, and I kind of flattened it off and put a door in. I was like, that's cool. And then I went ahead and just started shaping and messing around a little bit, squaring it off, put a door in, square it off, put a door in. And I think it's looking really cool, kind of like a cliff dweller type of place. And so I went over here to this side and did the same thing. And I really like it, but I'm not sure if it fits with the rest of our village. Kind of like it's kind of completely different than the rest of the building style. I think I might go ahead and work on it though, just because it is a different kind of style, and I think it's pretty darn cool. And I don't know, I do think that I want to change the block type to something else. I don't want to leave it dirt with grass on the roof, but I'm not sure what to where to go. I mean, from here, how do I start shaping it? If I change the front to, say, stone or something else, it's going to start looking like something other than the cliff face. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do I leave it like this? Do I change the block to something else? Oh, see, we get in here, and this is going to start attaching to the other one. But I could come back here and make some more rooms built into the side of the. I'll replace that later. I could attach the rooms together. I could build bigger houses, back inside there. I need to get some torches in there so stuff doesn't spawn. But let me know what you think. I kind of like it. See this one back here. Once it gets back here, I could start widening it out this way some. Oh, that's about as far as I can go. So I may be crazy, but that's got a lot of potential, I think. Something else I'd considered is if I go far enough back with those buildings, and I get up here to the, or if I get into the center of this mountain, because it goes really, really far back. Once I get up here, I'm going to climb all the way to the top and show you. It's a pretty big mountain. I mean, it goes back pretty far. And I was actually considering coming up here, maybe blowing a hole down through the top with some TNT. So there's a big crater that goes down and has maybe a walkway around it, almost like a dormant volcano or something. That mountain over there looks... Ooh, world disappeared. This mountain here has a lot of potential to be shaped into something else as well. This one's really cool, but I don't think we're going to extend the village all the way over there, at least not anytime soon when we have so many other buildings that we could work on. So let's look let's look a little bit at the... Oh, I don't have any food. Let's look for a little bit at the roads. There's another fancy house there. I want shops over this way. That's going okay. Yeah, see, I've got a lot of big fancy buildings now, and it seems kind of weird to go to little dirt or small square houses in the side of mountains over there. I don't know. Let's get some logs maybe and start working on putting in some other bridges and stuff. Okay, let's start by taking a look up here at what we want to do. I'm trying to look at the roads and see what it is I want to do exactly while we plan out some more of this village. I've got a nice space right here. If you can see my cursor circling around, where I can put another something. It's a pretty steep hill up to where the sheep are, but I think I could put something facing this little path, and I think kind of goes with the sheep. If I do some kind of a wool merchant, someplace to store all of our different colors of wool, would fit really nicely there. I'm looking at the entrance to our mine, which I've left that was one of the very first things I built, and it was pretty crude. I just threw it up there so that there was really something marking the entrance to where our mine is. And I don't really have to keep that. I can flatten this area out and turn that into something else. I mean, we could leave it as the entrance to the mine, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to build something over the top of where that is currently. This little river I made so that it looked like the water flowing down from the Wizard Tower Island was actually running into that little lake there. We can terraform that. That's not a natural stream anyway. We can make that go however we want. This little spot down here needs a bridge, and I don't know. We'll figure out what to do with the rest of that lake once we get more buildings placed. But for now, what that spot there is, let's hope it still works, is our quick fall. That was before I had ender pearls. So let's first of all build a little... Actually, I need to sleep. Okay, I just had a creeper blow up. I don't know where it was. It was right behind me when I came out of there. Oh. He must have been right there. That was weird. He blew up as soon as I came out the door. Is that all he did? I think that's the wimpiest creeper I've ever seen. That's all it blew up, was that one little chunk. That one little slab there, I think. Where was he even? I came out the door, bam! He blew up. He must have fallen off the roof or something. Oh well. Let's, apparently, the creeper made my computer lag. Whoa. I went down to 1 FPS there. Hold on. Alright, let's try it again. What we were going to do was just build a tiny little footbridge across this little stream right here. And let's start by going up a little bit. Let's see, where do we want this to end? How about here? Okay, so what do we want to do from this point? I really don't have a plan for this. Let's see what this looks like. if I throw slabs on top of this, is this going to be ugly? Probably. Let's see what happens then if we... This is what I was thinking. It almost needs to be one more. It's kind of silly for a stream that's that small, but do I have an axe on me? I do. Alright, let's just move this back one. I think this will make it look pretty good. Which we want even our little bridges to look good. Okay. Come up here. And then, let me get some dirt. Dirt. Nope, I can put it here though, I bet. Dirt. I want to, let's see what happens if we do this. Put another one of those there. I'm not going to leave that middle step, I just happen to have it. Okay, I threw up the other blocks. Let's see. Looks good from that side. I don't know. I don't know if I'm happy with that. In fact, I think that stuff all looks too heavy. Let me try one more thing, and then I will call this quits, and I like it. It's not what I was expecting to build, but I do like it. It's a little bit short. I almost like the top to go up a little bit more, but I think I'm going to leave that for now and see what we think of it in just a little while. Okay, I couldn't leave it alone. I slept and then I came back and I looked at it in the daylight and I thought the top looked way too short. So I just raised that center section up one more, and now I think I'm going to leave it because I kind of like that. This part doesn't connect, which that bugs me, and I might just bring these two back another one so that they connect. But it looks kind of lightweight, or a little bit lighter, a little bit more roomy as you're walking past. You could actually walk past somebody without feeling like you're going to get squished. It is just a little footbridge, not meant for a bunch of traffic. I like it. Turned out okay. Underneath, we've got a lot of bracing. Not too shabby. Let's come in here really quick and check out how our auto furnace is doing. It's still working on stuff. What's it up to? It's up to the nether rack. Okay, so we've got our iron, our gold, a whole bunch of nether bricks, and that chest is empty. Looks like we've got... What do we have? We had some nether bricks, some cobblestone, and some logs to go through. But it's working. It's not slow, and we could expand this out. You can see really easily how you could expand that out to a bunch of furnaces and feed stuff into all of them. But don't even really have to think about it. If I need to get a bunch of iron really fast, then I will then I will just smelt it in my furnaces by hand, but most of the time I think that should work just fine. I need to come around here and check. I don't know if you guys saw this, nobody mentioned it. In the last video when I was talking about fire, oh wow. Okay, well, I was going to say I saw a little flame, but it didn't amount to anything after I was watching the video. But apparently, it did amount to something. Crap. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. And is going to be a problem. Dang it. Yeah, half our house burned down. I was watching the video after I had recorded it and was editing the video, and I had come around here in the back, and I was talking about, like, I need to be really careful and watch for fire. And then I saw... Stop it! I saw a flame appear, poof, on a piece of wool and disappear when I was editing the video. And I was like, oh, well, at least it went out. I guess it just can't burn up there. Well, it can burn up there. Bad. Dang. That stinks. Okay, got to put out our forge. I still hear fire. I need to go check that out. Dang. Okay, is it going to stay out? Not too bad of damage. I can rebuild, but I don't like to have to rebuild. I don't hear any more fire. Wow. That sucks. I'm not really sure what I need to do there. I need to get some more wool, obviously. I don't have any on me. Fix that big window. Jeez. What a mess. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that. I hoped that wasn't going to burn. What do you guys think? I don't like to cheat. I like to just play on... I play on hard mode, and I like to play the game the way it's supposed to be played, but tell me what you guys think about me turning off the fire tick. That's one of the things you can do, is turn off the fire so that it won't spread. And I'm really tempted to do that so that I can have fire in there. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a little cosmetic thing, but you know, I don't know. I don't think the fires add that much to the game. Stuff, your place is burning down. That's ridiculous. I'm just glad that that didn't go crazy and destroy the whole building and spread over to here and stuff. Had to have a big fire on our hands. Or the front where the windows and stuff are. Dang. You got to be careful in a blacksmith shop. I'm surprised that that was close enough to actually burn. And I don't know. Okay. Well, that's kind of a that kind of sucks. That's a bad note to leave the episode on, but I think I'm gonna call it an episode. Rebuild. I just have to. I think I've got one log left and a bunch of wool. You know, a little bit of wool, and that should fix that right back up. But I obviously can't start the forge back up anytime soon, and I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with this building and the bridge next. We want to put our bakery in, and I'm thinking either over right here, or maybe it'll be up here a little bit, and this could be our bakery that has a secret underground mine below it. You just go down to that back storeroom, and there's a big dungeon below. I don't know. Man, I'm bummed. That really stinks. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.